First things first, a phrase that's easier said than done. In this busy world, it's very easy to lose sight of your goals. And because it's nearly impossible to just have one task on your list, you need to keep your ducks in a row. So how do you do this? Hi, I'm Zenah, a student empowerment expert, and today I'm going to talk about putting first things first. There are so many different ways to help you put first things first, but perhaps the best method is the Eisenhower Matrix. This matrix was later popularized by the late Stephen Covey in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Covey integrated ways to resolve personal and professional difficulties, thus the division of daily activities into 4 quadrants. He incorporated this concept into what he called the third habit, which means to put first things first. Putting things first encourages you to adopt a way of life where life should be celebrated without compromising your responsibilities. What is the third habit? To fully understand the third habit, you need to revisit Stephen Covey's first and second habits. The first habit talks about being proactive, going after what you want in life, being responsible for your behavior, result, and growth, knowing that you are accountable for the things you do. The second habit is to begin with an end in mind. Have you read the story, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom? It begins with an end. The beginning is the end, and the end is the beginning. Okay, so what does begin with an end in mind here means? It means being able to envision the things that you want in life. Like a building that needs a blueprint, you also need to contemplate on the things that you want to achieve. Now, this is where the third habit kicks in. Putting things first perfectly contemplates habit 1, be proactive, and habit 2, begin with an end in mind. Now, what does habit 3 mean? It means to act on your ideas, visions, and goals. Now that you have established a vision and taken responsibility for your goals, it's time to act. However, the third habit is not focused on a single goal. On the contrary, it's geared toward long-term goals that reap tremendous benefits. Habit 3 is said to be the key to fulfillment. If you put more weight on the things that matter and make it a habit to live a life of value, you will have achieved greatness. How to put first things first? The secret to weekly planning is to make priorities. It's crystal clear that making priorities with the bigger picture in mind contributes to your personal and professional growth. Everything else will follow. The perfect example is the big rock, small rock principle. Imagine your life is a jar. If you put in the big rocks first, the small rocks will adjust in the cracks, allowing them to fit into the jar. It's pretty much like how urgent things work their way through major tasks in life. First, you determine what your bigger tasks are. Then, you start your day with the big rocks in mind. The small rocks will adjust if you prioritize your big rocks first. This means focusing on your Q2 tasks, tasks that are important but not urgent, rather than the Q1 tasks that are tasks that are important and urgent. The irony of this is when you don't follow through your Q2 tasks, they would eventually turn into Q1 tasks. For instance, if you forget to exercise regularly, sooner or later you'll be unhealthy until an emergency situation forces you to exercise again. Such is the importance of prioritizing your tasks. Unless you want a constant crisis in life, you must make it a habit to move your Q1 tasks to Q2 tasks. I really hope this video has been somewhat value to you. Thank you so much for watching.